Hi, James.
Hi.
So, you are the designer on Cautionary Tale, and you're going to talk us through the model box for the show, right?
I am, yes. So if you excuse my wobbly hand here, I've got my phone in one hand and I'm showing you what is this, the model box.
Okay, what is, for people that don't work in theatre, tell us what a model box is.
So a model box is a scale model or representation of the set for the show. We usually use a scale of 1 to 25, so this is 25 times smaller than it would be in real life. This is the Gielgud Theatre in the West End, which we sort of picked almost at random because I had the plans for them, and it's a nice sort of cross-arch big theatre that we quite fancied. It's free at the moment, as is all the theatres. So
I really hope it goes into the Gielgud. Like,
we sort of picked it as a kind of pretty good representative of the West End theatre as a kind of dream, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the box set up in my studio, and I'm going to take you in.
Brilliant. So yeah.
I'll keep my hands steady, but excuse any wobbly camera work.
So tell us what we can see right now.
What you can see now is, I think, probably what you will see at the start of the show, which is a kind of opening title card inspired by a silent movie with the show's title, Cautionary Tale. And I think it's probably a gauze, so that we can then light behind it and bleed through from what's either painted or projected, we're not sure yet, at the front into the scene behind. For now, I shall just lift it out and you shall see the set behind. So there we go.
Amazing. Wow. Okay. That's so cool.
Passing through here. Magic.
It's like the best doll's house ever.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a doll's house, really. It's a doll's house of a theatre.
Okay.
So we open on the main street of Gloaming, which is what we're looking at here. I'm going to take you in.
Wow.
The best camera work.
That's brilliant. And so those houses, tell us about those? What are they?
So, these kind of back-to-back terraced houses, which make up the street of Gloaming. Each house belongs to one of the families in the show, and they are kind of trucks that can wheel on. Let me do a little demonstration with this one here. They can push on, open up, and reveal the house of each family inside.
Okay.
Which we will show you as we go through.
Yeah.
Week by week, and we meet some of the families in the show.
Okay, so because we're doing this online project where people can recreate it, we're not going to show those houses yet because we're going to release those every week, right?
Exactly, and also I haven't finished making all of them.
Okay. Okay, so tell me, so we've got people, that's like a cobbled street?
Yeah, so it's a kind of cobbled, the floors are kind of based on an old cobbled street, but what's important, I suppose, is that it's flat. It's not kind of 3D real cobbles, because we want to be able to move stuff smoothly on top of it, gliding in and out seamlessly with the work of some stages.
What's that? So what can I see at the back? Like I can see
at the back is a kind of painted gauze backdrop, which is the tower, is the citadel of safety, which is a pretty crucial
key plot point in the show, if you've looked at the script.
Yeah. Pretty important part of the show there. And then as we come back, here are all the houses. I would say this is a kind of, you would call it a white card model, is the kind of rough one, and then the final model you'd be kind of completely finished, painted. And this is sort of somewhere between the two, I guess. We've got a bit of colour, grey, which is a pretty important colour in the show.
Yeah.
But we're kind of, I'd say we're sort of halfway there. We're sort of inching towards what the finished thing might look like.
Okay. And that view at the back, that's a real place, right?
That is based on a painting of the valley above Hagate, which is, I think, it's kind of the basis of where Gloaming is.
Yeah,
sort of Gloaming on Hagate.
Yeah, like in the script, I put in the script that it's set in a fictional version of Hagate, which is a village on the hill above Burnley, and so Burnley sits in this dip, and all of the smoke and the mist kind of settles over the town. And if you're up in Hagate, you can look over the town and it's almost in a pool of mist. And I feel like Gloaming is this really, really misty place. That's how I think about it. And that hill that you can see in the picture is actually Pendle Hill, which is where the witches were. And this is the place that my dad grew up, which is why it felt like an important place to set the show, really. And all those people, are they people that are they our characters, or are they?
They're not at the moment. They're placeholder characters from a previous show, but they gradually will be replaced with our characters. But again, they're 1 to 25 scale, just useful to get a sense of what it will look like with actors on the set. And then around, you can see this sort of masking along the top and around the sides, which was sort of trying to capture a feel of smog, low-hanging smog in the air that kind of pervades all of Gloaming. So you're hiding behind that, lights and all sorts of technical equipment, things that might fly in. It's to stop people, on the front row being able to look right up into the lighting. So it's sort of doing a practical thing, but also an aesthetic thing, which is kind of giving us that low, oppressive feeling.
Amazing. Okay, thank you very much. Have I missed anything else?
I don't think so at this point. I mean, the real fun comes when we start pulling out the houses and looking inside as we work through the show, which is what we're in the process of doing at the moment, really, isn't it?
Yeah, cool. All right, brilliant. Thanks a lot, James.
Lovely.